Hello there, wizards and apprentices. My name is Yara the Wizard, and hopefully I fixed the problem that I was having 5 seconds ago. So basically, I'm a fool. I recently got a camera account because I was sick of what's it called? Replay mod taking forever to update with the new update, and I was frustrated, so I finally caved and I bought a camera account. And I was logged in as that, and I just tried to go into ScarWorld, where that camera account is not whitelisted, and I was getting an error that was like, "Oh, you're not whitelisted. Be careful. Watch out." But it was just because I'm a fool. So we're good. We're fine. We're good. Not an issue. Literally, not a thing. See, I'm in right now. All right, hang on. Let's flop over to the correct screen. And here we go. Oh, that wasn't words. Here we go is what I was trying to say. We're here in my shop here. Let me just make sure this is all working. Yeah, good. All right. So we are here in the shopping district right now, and I am gonna give a pretty big tour, honestly, tonight because we have a lot to show. You know, I'm gonna mostly focus on my own contributions. Obviously, you know, this is my stream. We're allowed to do that. But, you know, I might show off some other builds that other players have made too as we go along. I mean, I'm sure we will as we go along. Wait a second. Oh, it's... we got some new people who have joined for the next season, and they are... they're checking out the server. So, okay, anyway, sorry. Let me start over. This... Woo! As I almost died. This is the shopping district. Let me remove chat for a little bit. The shopping district is... There's a lot of different styles here. Not too laggy for me. A lot of people complain about it being laggy, but maybe my computer's hefty enough to handle it. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of really different types of talent. Yeah, it is strange seeing ScarWorld again. I haven't really been on very much since starting with Pleasant Junction. Yeah, I love this helicopter. It's amazing. But yeah, so here, this is I'll land for a second and show you my shop. This shop here with the wizard hat, you see? Whoop. That is my shop right there. And it is aptly named the Wizard Hat. I toyed with a couple other ideas for like more complex names for it, and then I realized no one is gonna remember that because when I don't really think of the name of any shop around here. I think of what it looks like. So I figured other people were probably the same, so I should just name it what it is, the Wizard Hat. I guess this is as good a place as any to start the tour since it's where I am. But, yeah, so I started, you know, for Pride Month, I started selling a couple Pride flags. I'll show you that downstairs, but... So, here we have my ground cover shop, which I've been... Here, let me bring that back in just in case anyone tries to talk to me, right? Yeah. So we have all my ground cover here. Let's see if I made any sales. Oh, no. That's okay. People are kind of winding down for the end of the season. But, yeah. I'm quite happy with this little tavern. I threw in some Whiterun guards here and there. Because I thought that was fun, and I've been experimenting with armor stands a little bit more. Alright. Okay, we'll head upstairs. Now this area is filled with regret for me because this is some unfinished business. Alright, I passed it on, Super. Good to see you, Super. I missed you. I haven't been on here much lately. I've been focused on the other thingy. I have a fishing pole that I named Super Rad Super Rod, and it's after your escapades attacking Scar with a fishing rod, because that was just iconic. So there we go. Yeah, so I have this super force field to prevent you from entering, because this area is just full of regret, because it's just a bunch of stuff I never finished. Oh, good. Yeah, no hateful language. Ayo. Anyway, but yeah, this area is full of regret for me because it's just a bunch of quests I never finished. I wasn't the best at time management here, so you know, don't worry. Anyone whose name is on here, I owe you a quest either in ScarWorld Season 3 or in something else. Like, we'll don't worry. I haven't forgotten. I won't forget. I'll owe you something else. But I made some quests throughout the season. Whoop. That were kind of like just little riddle quests, right? Yeah, down here, this is a more recent area that I added, which is full of, you know, magic crystals and special banners. Let's see. Oh, I sold some of these. That's cool. And oh wow, sold a lot of pride flags. That's nice. You know, some fancy banners. And yeah, I do wear glasses sometimes here. They're here, so I don't tend to wear them with the headset because they like pinch a little bit. Yeah, but that's what I normally look like. It's funny, the glasses seem to do a lot. Like, people who met me with the glasses on, like, don't recognize me with the glasses off, and like vice versa. It's really interesting. Apparently they changed my face a lot. But anyway, yeah, this is a more recent area that I added to this shop. Mostly to experiment with armor stands, because I've just been having so much fun using them to clutter up areas. Like, look at that horse armor as like a little model horse. It's awesome. And you know, I've got my cursed B-dubs face here as I'm trying to sell a warped log. A lot of armor stand nonsense. A lot of just little details. I want to do a lot more. This is almost like a preview for my shop that I've been working on in Pleasant Junction. This was like an experiment that ended up becoming the vibe of my my current shop in Pleasant Junction. So that's basically it for here, but I do want to show you the humble beginnings. So before I got this wonderful, wonderful location right here on the East Street of the portal, like, look at that, 3 East Street. You can't get much better than that, other than like being maybe on the corner. But before this spot opened up, I was in a different spot. I was, oops, sorry. Got distracted by something. Yeah, I was over here. I was kind of back here, hidden. Because someone, it might have been Super, but I can't remember, I can't remember if it was you, Super, if it was someone else. But someone suggested that I use this area that was under this like almost natural looking cave area that was under here, and try to build a shop down here. And it's a really cool idea. I love it. Here, this is Swim Shady, the real Swim Shady. A little spooky, and it very well might be spawnable, but you know, we've got, well, back here it's definitely not spawnable because I covered every surface with buttons so that I could keep the mood lighting. But yeah, I love the vibe of this place. It's inspired by, if you've played Skyrim, what's it called? The Ragged Flagon, where the Thieves Guild hangs out. This is another thing that I really want to take inspiration from in future builds, and I want to try to build this sort of concept again. Not exactly this build, but this sort of concept again of like a seedy, you know, underground little bar. Sorry, just seeing who all's on right now. But yeah, when I moved out and moved to the better location, I left a little piece of lore here, in case anyone saw. There's a dusty journal. You find this old journal lying as if forgotten on the dusty shelf. Should have figured the authorities would get wind of this place sooner or later. It was a miracle we did as much business as we managed under this sorry excuse for a roof. No matter though, we've got a business arrangement with a local wizard, and they're gonna set us up with a new base of operations, all posh and fancy-like. Look out, world, the Ferryman's Gambit is going above the table and above ground. That's what it was called, is the Ferryman's Gambit. Oh, you lit it up, Sporty, thank you. Yeah, I actually left it, like, intentionally dark and creepy in here so that it would, you know, look decrepit, but you're probably right that it should have been lit up. But yeah, I you know, almost everything, a lot of stuff that I do is really heavily inspired by the environment design of Skyrim, and that is no exception. Just, you know, a little dusty journal to just give some life to an area. You know, if someone who hadn't even been to the shop before, just, you know, if someone wandered in and was like, oh, you know, what's going on? Oh, hey, someone's in my shop. Showing off to the new people a little bit, you know how it is. Anyway, we're gonna head out of here now. Oh wait, was that the person asking me? Hang on, let me answer this person's question. Sorry, one sec. Saying hi to everyone. I haven't really been on ScarWorld too much, so it's good to talk to everyone who I haven't been seeing lately. Oh. Go. Oh, Lady V's live? Good. Is she live on ScarWorld or on the other thing? On Pleasant Junction? Oh, you know, I don't think I will really have time to build anything more on the season 2 of ScarWorld, at least, unfortunately. So probably not. Oh, yeah. Dang, this portal's, or this tunnel got put together since I was last here. I love that color scheme. Oh, with the ice up there, that looks nice. That's pretty. So this is to the Enchanted District. They hadn't finished this the last time I was here, so that's awesome. Oh, she is? Oh, there she is. I wasn't looking. But anyway, here, we're gonna head over to spawn real quick before we're gonna do my base area a little last. We're gonna go to spawn, we're gonna go to the Garden, and we're gonna head to the Games District real quick to show you a little build I made there. Yeah, this is spawn. I had nothing to do with this. I think the mods built this, but it is a lovely, lovely area. Full of all sorts of little farms. But we're gonna head over this way. This is the Stream Tower, which is an intentional monstrosity. Absolutely beautiful. And this back here, I'll land and we'll go in on foot. This is the Garden. So a bunch of the ScarWorld streamers, we put together this garden, just this highly landscaped area. And I just think we did a bang-up job on it, honestly. Everyone worked so hard on it. And, you know, we all put together little areas, you know, Danky Streams made this tree, Kazbat Gaming made this fountain, Super made this farm area over here, Lady V made the wall, you know, there's more people, a lot of people helped with this, everyone kind of did different things, ooh. Oh, CS40, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, you know, we've got, whoop. Alright, let's sit. Sit. There we go. We've got this whole area. You know, we worked really hard on just making it very meticulously detailed. I'm really happy with a lot of details I added. Like I have these apple trees over here done with the invisible item frames. I made this this birch tree. I'm pretty happy with. FCD made this this wonderful gazebo. I did a little armor stand magic over here. We got Scar and B-Dubs enjoying a little picnic together. You gotta love that. Oh, excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat. Oh, and Kaz made this this hedge maze, which is super cool. I'm not gonna like go through it because I'll get lost for 10 years and then that'll be the whole rest of the stream. But yeah, like see, it's a hedge maze. Cool. Little lake area. And there's all these little planters and stuff. And oh wow, this tree, I don't think this tree was here last time I was here. I don't know who added that, but that's nice. That's really good. I don't know if Short Range added that as part of his base or if someone added that as part of his garden or what. Because this over here, this here, I'll fly up real quick. This is Short Range's base, our buddy Short Range. And wow! Is this guy an amazing builder or what? Like, whew, this whole fantastic city. Oh, here, let me remove the chat again. It's going a little nuts. But yeah, this amazing city. This flying ship here. It's all Short Range. Absolute madman, and I mean that as a compliment. So here we are. Last couple details here. So we have this little greenhouse which I made. And I was trying, I learned an armor stand trick from Rizabeth when she was making this. I was watching her stream. And, you know, she uses the randomized pose, while holding, you know, two leaves, a leaf in each hand and a leaf in the head. And so it randomizes the position in a good area. So it makes, like, plants very viable, and easy to do. So I used that trick to do all of these hanging plants up here, and I think it came out really well. So thanks for that, Riz. That's good stuff. And yeah, I just have, you know, I got this little area. And then because we all had like shulker boxes and stuff hanging around here, because you know, it was very you know, we were all working on stuff, so we had stuff everywhere. It was a mess. So what I did is I was like, oh, I'll just make a little tiny underground storage system. And I couldn't decide whether I should put the entrance back here or at the front. And so I started it and I put it back here. And then as I was doing that, I had a friend say, oh, well, I think it would be nice if the entrance was in front. And I was like, oh, I don't think they're that far from each other, so I'll just make a tunnel across. But then the tunnel was really, really long. And then I was like, oh, that's a little weird. That's like a little large of a space for a storage system, you know, since I pretty much fit everything we needed right here. So then I thought, well, what should I do instead? I guess I'll just make an underground mushroom cave, right? That's the logical thing to do, right? That's what most people do, I guess. So the idea is, this is the tree. This is Denki's tree from above. This is like its roots coming down. I don't quite know if the effect comes across. I guess let me know if you think if it does. You know, the idea was the birch fences here are like, you know, root tendrils kind of. Yeah, see, not many people knew about this. This is a little secret. Like, I posted about it, but I don't think people really saw. Because it was in that, like, lull time, right before the next season was announced, but, like, when everyone kind of knew it was coming, so no one was really playing. It was in that time. So, yeah, you know, I just did this whole... This was kind of inspired by, like, you know, in botanical gardens, how they'll have, like, a glass thing so that you can... You know, you can still see everything below you. You're like, I don't know, disturbing the ecosystem the least amount, but like, you know, it's still protecting the humans from going into little areas where they shouldn't go. So yeah, and I just kind of threw this area together. I tried a sort of effect by covering all of the cave walls with black glass. I don't really, you know, I don't know if it came across as how I wanted it. I wanted it to sort of look slimy, like, and wet. And I don't think that completely came across the way I wanted it, but it's okay. It's fine. It's a perfectly adequate mushroom cave that 3 people have seen and will ever see. But that's cool. I'm happy with it. You know me, I love a good mushroom area. I threw in some little, they're not super smelters, but like smelter things here in case anyone wanted to work on the garden. I don't think anyone has worked on the garden like since I built all this, but whatever. Fine. But yeah, that's basically this area. So we're gonna fly. Yeah, let's go. Fly over here. And we're gonna touch the magic jelly. And we're gonna go to Disneyland. And by Disneyland, I mean Jellyland. The wonderful world of ScarWorld. Here we are in downtown Jellyland as the castle renders in. Come on, castle. There you go. Come on. Render in. Render in. There you go. Isn't that magnificent? That's just nice. And I always come up, pay tribute to the little statue up here. The Scar and Jelly statue. Because it's just so nice. I love it. We got Walt and Mickey taking a break over here because Scar and Jelly they got covered. But the reason I wanted to come over here is because there's something that I worked on over here. There's a build that I don't think I give enough credit to or attention to. I'm really happy. I like this build a lot. But because it's kind of over here, it didn't really get too much attention or anything. In fact, here, let me real quick I'm gonna get a couple screenshots while we're here. So I don't think I even have any screenshots of this build. But this is, I think this is a lot of things. A lot of things in my ScarWorld career were Super Roller's ideas. So good on you, Super, for having a good brain. But Super had the idea, you know, from Hermitcraft that we should make a location where Scarians can sign up to give permission to for people to make a secret base in their base. And so I just kind of made this like medieval style house, and I really like the color scheme of it, honestly. I think oak as a thatched roof goes really well, and honestly I'd like to I keep saying it with everything, how I'd like to redo it a little better now. You know, I'd like to do a similar type of thing somewhere in some of my new builds someday. Maybe throw in some dripstone as well, because I think that might go pretty nicely. But either way, we've got the secret base's headquarters here. I'll go over here to show off the water wheel. I'd never built a water wheel before. It's like the size of the building, but I don't care because I thought it looked neat. But inside, you can see actually several people signed up to put secret bases in people's bases. I don't know how many people did. I know Super did one in mine. I did one in Super's, and I did like a garden in Riz's. It wasn't really a secret, but like I didn't tell her about it, and she just found out. So I guess that counts. You know, I don't know how many of everyone else did secret bases, but anyway, you know, this is just like a little interior that I'm happy with. Simple. This is where I started really using heads. This was one of the first builds that I did that. And also, because of the floor, you know, there's a lot of hidden stuff, you know? There's, and by hidden stuff, I mean, you know, assurances that there's no secrets. Like, you know, up here, right? This would be a great place to hide something, so I gave the person a compliment if they found that one, right? Because, you know, the best part about interaction design is to reward people for interacting with what you're doing. Keep looking, I'm sure one of these is relevant. Who is the picture? These are just random Minecraft generated paintings. They're not really anyone or anything in particular. Another misdirection. But yeah, there's nothing really relevant in here, unfortunately. But in here, this is a secret. A secret in this economy? And if you go down here, spoiler alert, there's nothing. There's nothing down there. It just traps you. You can't get out. It's really, I mean, you can, but you have to like break your way out, and it's annoying. It's difficult. It's just a prank. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you here. Was just this little building here. You know, which again, like, I'm happy with it. It's a simple little building, but honestly, sometimes it's the simple little buildings that are the nicest. You know, I love the basalt used as a cobblestone, but just as a darker cobblestone. And you know, now that we have deep slate, you know, I don't know, I just like the color scheme. Good color scheme. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, actually, here we're gonna warp home. And here, well, we're in my house, so we're gonna here. Whoop. Oh, sorry. Let me. Okay, I wanted to make sure I was in the rockets here. So this is my base. Now it started, I'll go up here, and I'll show you, I guess, kind of the order of things, right? So up here, this is my friend Voltron's base. And Voltron was one of the first people that I started talking to when I joined the Scar Discord and stuff. So I decided that I wanted to settle near him. You know, he's got his industrial district up that way. Hey, look, one of my rainbow sheep. It got all the way over here. These silly fellows. They're meant to live in the mushroom area that we'll visit soon, but they just wander off. But yeah, so I came up here to kind of scout around, and then I saw that there was this sort of natural alcove in between mountains. Now, most of this, it was very similar to how it is now in terms of its shape, right? You know, there was just this like hollow area inside the mountains. Now, I think I edited the archways to make them nicer, obviously. The natural arches around here. But you know, I thought it felt very magical, and I thought it would be cool if I could put, you know, faces into the walls and hide wizards around. And I didn't do so many. I did a few. You know, I've got this one up here. Who, if you come up higher, you can see he's got kind of like spooky eyes. They kind of glow a little. Go up here. Oh. See? And then this fellow here with his fireball. And we've got another rainbow sheep stuck up here. And of course we have my own face up there. Right? Here, hang on. I'll show you. Whoop. See? It's me. I put my own face up there, and I also, because a lot of the other Scarians were putting like hidden scars in their builds, so I put Scar up there too. Yes, you have absolutely my 100% permission to put as many rainbows on the Arcanath as you want. It won't get finished, unfortunately. It is just too big of a project. I bit off more than I could chew. But anyway, yeah, so when I came here, the first thing I did was I built this little hut. So I didn't want to do any, I didn't know what giant thing I wanted to do. I didn't have that many resources yet. So I figured a little wizard's hut. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. We're going to explain this. If you don't know what it is, we'll explain it soon. But I wanted to build this little wizard hut. And so that was the start. That was what started it all. Your wizard's humble cottage. Feel free to explore. And in here, you know, this is another interior that I'm very happy with. You know, it's simple, but it's cluttered. It feels like a wizard's house. It is a bit of a mess. You know, we've got a fox hanging around. We've got just junk everywhere. We've got things hanging from the walls. Hanging plants are really what makes it, you know, the wizard thing. You know what I mean? We've got all these custom heads. Like this one is like a bundle of supplies. This is, I think blaze heads. If you turn them around so that you can't see their little eyes, I think they look like sweet rolls from Skyrim. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a sweet roll? But yeah, it's just my little little humble abode. And over here, this is a secret base. We'll go there in a minute. I'm trying to go in like roughly chronological order with the base. But yeah, I like it. I like adding lofts and levels, like especially in like smaller builds where a second floor, like a traditional, you know, stairs up to a second floor might not make sense. Like this building is a little small for that. But if there's a loft area, you know, you've got room for your desk, for a bed, in an area that isn't gonna make everything else feel claustrophobic. And it's more room for like hanging things and cobwebs and junk, so. And so very quickly I realized that there's no room for anything here, so I would need some form of underground space. So this is my storage system. It has never been large. It has never been much larger than this, but I haven't needed it to be much larger than this, honestly. I did do a little bit of bulk storage because eventually, you know, what I was running out of space for like stone and cobblestone. We'll go to that in a minute. But yeah, this is my storage system. I built this. I built a garbage can. Now here, look here. Let's throw away a piece of rotten flesh. So you can see. All right. Oop, stays in there because it's a trap chest. And then it just threw it in the lava and it's gone. But yeah, so this is my garbage can, and actually digging this is how I found the secret base that Super Ruler made on my base, which I'll show you soon. Super also made me this non-binary flag bed. So yeah, I have this underground hall, which, even though it's not directly, it doesn't directly look like anything Etho made, it is inspired by Etho's Hermitcraft Season 7 base in that, like, I just tried to take a bunch of blocks that I wouldn't normally think to use together, like the oak with the purples, for instance, you know, and just kind of tried to mush it together in a way that made sense. And I'm really happy with the effect. And honestly, I think it taught me a lot about Minecraft color schemes. And I've kind of kept going in this direction since making this haul. But this haul was like one of the first ones where I really branched out in colors. And so off the hall, there are a couple different paths you can take. So up this way, we have a little hallway. Oh, well, too late. Little hallway goes up here. Whoop. And of course, we're here again. This is my portal, right? That's like a cow farm. It's not exciting. And when I say cow farm, I mean like a pit full of cows. It's like a cow crusher. It's not like anything crazy. Yeah, so just a little hallway. This design sort of mirrors my nether portal. So it sort of shows you like, hey, this is the way to go to the nether. And this is an alternate entrance to an area that I'll show you in a minute where my bulk storage and stuff is. And then over here, we have my wizard room, my enchanting chamber. So we've got Derry and Donegal and, Monaghan. All my foxes hanging around. And yeah, just, you know, more wizard stuff, more places to do wizardry. We've got some magic crystals here in this, you know, we've got Courage of the Lion, all the important things. And this is a, bone meal maker, composter. Because those look nice and technical and scientific, so I throw them around everywhere. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, here's my enchanting area, though. Good stuff here. And up here, this is an effect I really enjoy. This is a ton of maps. Oh, hey, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Yeah, this is a ton of maps with a, what's it called? With the star pattern on. And, you know, it's a little weird and trippy to look at, but I'm still happy with the effect. I like it a lot. Now, also over here, this is also a secret door that leads to the same down there area, but right now it doesn't lead to anywhere because I never finished the one secret area, but that is a secret door that would lead somewhere. So, down here, someone gave me another star and I literally didn't know what to do with it, so I just made it into like a pretty decorative painting. I have this hallway here that goes into 2 different areas. So here we have my science lab. And in my science lab, this is the first automatic farm that I ever made. And I say automatic in that, like, it has a water stream and some hoppers. Like, it doesn't contain any redstone. This is not very technical at all. But, like, I made a cactus farm. I made a farm that functions. And, like, I mean, it was all full. I, like, got rid of a bunch of cactus because I had too much. I, like, put it away. But, like, it functions. I had way more cactus than I knew what to do with after making this. So I'm really happy with this. Anyway, but, this room, the design, it's actually almost hard to see now that there's so much stuff in it. It was easier to see when there was nothing in it, but the color scheme is inspired heavily by Pajama Sam, which, you know, if you stay tuned to my content, my current base in, or my new base in Pleasant Junction is very Pajama Sam inspired, but the idea with, like, the kind of indigo sky with, like, some stars and moons up there. I'm, like, I almost want, like, to point at the screen like you could see what I'm pointing at. You can't see that. It's not how this works. But this sky effect I like. I think if I would do it again, I would make the glowstone a little more sparse. And maybe put thicker layers of leaves so it's closer to how it is here rather than how it is back here. Because I like the effect, the kind of sparkle that it gives. Like, over here, in this exact area, is where I think it shows off best. Here, it doesn't show off as well. But anyway, cactus farm. And I have this over here. This area is completely useless. It's just aesthetic. It's just like a little science. You know, we've got, like, my science sink to wash your hands. And your potions. And then this, like, little alien guy who's trapped there forever, I guess. Whatever. We got my vibe machine, all my records, my my sit place. Whoop, there we go. This is my most technical desk. I have a lot of desks to sit at in ScarWorld, but this I think might be my favorite one. It's hard to say. I think it's my favorite one. And then I have carpet duplicator right here, nice and technical. Yep, I can reach it. There you go. Boom. Highly technical artifact right there. And then over here, this is my AFK chamber that I made into like a little slime chamber. You can actually get into it from here. Let me inventory back in. You can get into it from here. And then I could AFK safely in here. And to leave, you just go out through this little back entrance. Yeah, little spot so that I could AFK in safety. Now this here, we're not gonna. Well, here I'll show you the hallway briefly, but we're not gonna go down this way. This is the hallway that leads to the botanical center. There's an underground way to it. We're gonna head over there a little later, but I wanted to show you the hallway because I'm just happy with this. It's like very classic Minecraft bricks here. You know, we've got a lot of none of this is new. You know, this is not a. You know, I think a lot of I was talking about this with FCD at one point. That a lot of Minecrafters who've been around for a while, they see certain things as this music is way too dramatic. Excuse me, get out of here. There we go. This is the one. This is Requiescence. This is some nice, happy music. Anyway, you know, Minecrafters who've been around for a long time, they see certain blocks as like dated, as like, you know, oh well, you know, who wants to use redstone lamps in a design anymore? Like they're so passé, right? But like, I get a fresh perspective on everything. You know, this is almost as new to me as Moss. You know, I know Moss just came out, but like, I've only been playing Minecraft for a year. You know, like. This is just as new to me as a warped log. So, I enjoy working in all these types of color schemes. Down here under the glass we have discount moss. Yeah, nostalgic is a good way to look for it, or to look at it. But like, you know, you see it with like glowstone, for instance. A lot of people don't like the look of it. They see it as very dated. I think it's magical. I think it is utterly beautiful. It's honestly one of my favorite blocks. Not so much if you just have it there on its own, but like if you put it behind leaves like this. Look at this little sparkle. Look at that. Look at how mysterious and magical that is. And that's with no... there's no particle effects here, but it like gives the impression of particle effects. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it's very nice. Oh, base out of nothing but glowstone. That's pretty fantastic. I love that. Here, okay, we're gonna go up there in a minute, but we have the entrance to the crystal caves. And then down here, this is my technical area. Now, about partially through ScarWorld, I decided that I was going to become a redstone master. That's not true. I just decided that I was going to at least learn how to make a couple things. Hey, listen, like, you've seen my jokes super about like my first bridge that was literally just cobblestone. I was so proud of that bridge, and it's like, I look back at it now and I'm like, man, that was an ugly bridge. An ugly friggin' bridge. Goodness me, I'm not usually bad about accidentally cursing on stream. Sorry, y'all. Don't tell Twitch. Anyway, yes, this is my mycelium farm, which is highly, highly technical, and by that I mean it's completely manual. You just go through and you mine it. But, you know, I like this area. It's very black and white and stark. You know, these walls and ceilings. It's obviously, there's tons of caves around here that are not lit up. You can hear mobs everywhere. And we got a bee farm over here. That one keeps getting stuck. I have to keep manually resetting that one, but whatever. And then in here we have some more technical stuff. So we have my water source that I can grab if I ever need it. And then this is a basalt generator. So just boom. Whoops, I wasn't close enough. Boom. Not completely lossless, obviously, because there's lava, but it does its best. Yeah, I'm normally not so bad at it. I've really done pretty well at training myself, but I don't know, for some reason that one just slipped out. I built, so these are my like most technical farms is, you know, I followed some tutorials. I built a little sugarcane farm, a little kelp farm, mostly just because I really wanted some kelp blocks and because my villagers trade for paper. And a little chicken farm, which, you know, is not that effective, but like, I built it, so that's cool. I made little farms. I made technical farms with redstone. Like, I think, like, look at this. Some of these have like comparators and junk. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. There's observers. Redstone. Where's the error? Anyway. And then this is my super, super technical storage silo. And by super technical, I mean it loads from the top because I couldn't figure out a dropper elevator. I tried so hard and I got really frustrated and I was like, no, it loads from the top now. But it's a storage silo for, you know, stone and... what do I also have? Cobblestone. I didn't really get too much in here. And then over here, I have this little ceiling I'm happy with. Just this little this little room that was meant to be like crossroads, but I didn't make anything to crossroads it between. Now this is that the elevator I showed you before, right? So that connects right here. Remember this, so that I can really easily jump down here, grab my stone if I need to, you know. This I hadn't figured out what I was gonna lead to. And then over here, I was gonna make like a temple or something. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but it was gonna be secret. I didn't know what I was gonna do about it, so I just didn't get that far. That's it. That's all I got there. But there we are. And, forgot, someone made this little hole. Like, my instinct tells me it was super, but I can't remember if it was them. So, might have been someone else. Maybe it was Sporty. I don't know. But, This, yeah, so it leads up to a series of, like, crystal mushroom tunnels. You didn't do that? Alright, I wonder who did that. Someone did that. But right up here into this big old cave. Which, this was one of those, like, you know when mountains in Minecraft, they generate, like, a weird little divot in between, and it, like, just kind of looks strange, and you don't know what to do with it. I just covered this up and turned it into a cave. And turned the top of it into a lake, which we're gonna go up into right now. One thing that I love is having multiple branching paths, which I'm sure you noticed as we traversed the multiple branching paths. But there are multiple branching paths throughout my base of different ways that you can get places. Now, before we head elsewhere, I do want to show you the secret base that Super made before we head over there. So we're gonna fly down here. That's the entrance to my mine. There's nothing exciting about this other than that it is an entrance to a branch mine, and I decided to build a shed around it rather than it just being a hole. Yeah, we're gonna get to this. We're gonna do this part first. So, when I was digging out a garbage can, I ran into spruce wood. And I was like, excuse me? I didn't put any spruce wood down here. What's going on? And I ended up busting out, not here, like here? Around here, I want to say. And Super, they messaged me and they're like, hey, I'm like about to go live. I'm like gonna be live in like 5 minutes. Can you wait? And so I'm like, yeah. So I wait for them. And yeah, it turns out that there had been a secret base here since February 2021. And I think, when did I find this? Like 2 months ago? Like a month ago? Not very long ago. Like, it was definitely here for a good while without me noticing. Excuse me. But yeah, there's a whole secret base here. This really cool floor made out of pistons and crafting tables. That's creative as heck. Like that. There's like a drop-down elevator so that Super could sneak better, they showed me. A little spying chamber. It's great. I love it. So I have a secret base to my base. Absolutely fantastic. I put a little sign here that says I have been bamboozled. Just so the world knows that I've been bamboozled. That's okay. It's still rad. I feel proud to have a secret base in my base. And then another gift from Super is, so I had this horse that's up here. You can't really see it, but it's a white horse in black dyed armor, which I named Etho, but he's a horse, because I just thought that was really funny for some reason. And then Super was like, hey, I have this idea for like some kind of thing. Can I borrow Etho, but he's a horse? And I was like, yeah, sure. So Super made this diorama with Scar, but he's a horse, and Etho, but he's a horse, which if you have watched Third Life, you may recognize this scene in which Etho is in his precious wool castle and our lovely Scar down below, burning it down. And that is what this diorama represents. I think it's absolutely iconic. I adore it. And yeah, I'm never going to move it because the season's going to end in like a couple days, so why would I take it away? And now over here, we reach another area of, a few areas of my shame. This right here. This is a memorial. For you see, over here, at one point, up on that cliff, right by that wizard's head, see? Right here, we're actually where that cow is, exactly where that cow is, there was a fox. And I thought, I'm gonna rescue that fox. I'm gonna get that fox down, and then that fox will be my friend. And I tried to do that, and what I ended up doing is dropping the fox to its death, and it died. I had already named it. I put a name tag on it, and I named it George Clooney. So, George Clooney the fox died. Keep your feet on the ground and your thoughts at lofty heights. Now, there's one part of this build that I have never showed anyone. And I'm going to show you now, because it's the end of the season, and it's time. So, this is a secret. There is a secret in here. And if you go on top of it, and if you traverse very carefully, you will find that there is a vibe room down here. And in this vibe room, we have this tribute. This is Quail. And this is an upside down fox who lives down here. And yeah, this is just a little secret area that I built. I put a little blurb here, in case anyone found it, so that they, you know, so I'll read it to you now. Congratulations, you found a secret area. As I was building this memorial to the late George Clooney the Fox, I realized this would be an ideal place to put a secret base. Wishing to get the drop on whoever would have had that same thought, I took the initiative to remain one step ahead of everyone else. If you found it, all on your own, you are my kind of Minecrafter, and you should let me know. Well done, Yara the Wizard. So, no one let me know, so I don't think anyone ever found it on their own, or at least they never told me if they did. But that's okay. That's why I'm telling you now, because otherwise I don't know if anyone would ever see this. And it's just a little, you know, one of many secrets. Yeah, actually, I made it, like, directly after making the fox. Oh yeah, and Quail, is a cat, or this Quail is named after a real-life cat, who passed away, and was a very good cat. Had been, you know, with me since I was a wee baby. So, he was a good boy. So he has a tribute in there in the little secret room. So, as soon as we're done streeping, we're gonna head over here, and we're gonna show you even more aspects of my shame and humiliation. And by that I mean we're gonna kill this skeleton, and then we're gonna show you more stuff I never finished. Ayo, die already, buddy. There you go. All right. So, over here, we have this kind of bracket thing. Well, I guess I'll explain this first. So this is the Arcanath. Which here, I'll fly up. Give you an idea. This is a giant wizard statue that I never finished. It's sort of wireframed. Yeah, I remember the tall chorus fruit. That was great. I had that sign was sitting here for the longest time. I only moved it really recently, honestly. But yeah, this is a wireframe for a big wizard statue that I unfortunately never finished. And I definitely don't have time to now since the season ends this weekend. But I think it taught me a lot about making something so large. And I think if I were to try the same thing again, I would have gained valuable experiences from it. But yeah, this is a giant wizard statue that I never finished. And the idea was it was going to be like holding like a big flame in its hand. And you could go up like the Statue of Liberty kinda, and then be up in his hat, where there would be like a big bell and you could look out and kind of stand on the brim of the hat. That was the idea, and you could kind of look at everything from above. We have some of my scaffolding over there, ignore that. That was just so that I could look at the wizard. And then, so the idea was to get up there, what you would have to do is go up these stairs and head up this way. And then, you know, there's like a little gatehouse here. And then there would be a bridge that would take you over this way. And then into the base of the wizard, and then you would go up. That was the goal. I never got there. I got really stuck on this building because I don't know, I got like halfway through this and then I really like decided I hated it, and I like hated the color scheme, and I was having a lot of trouble pushing through that. And so I didn't get any further, and then that was kind of it for me. But that's okay. What we are going to do now, though, is we're going to show you... we're going to go through here. This is a little entrance I built because... So I had this whole mushroom area out there. And the thing was, I didn't know how to tie it together with the rest of the base. I really wanted to tie it together in some way. I didn't know how, so I kind of made this little tunnel. And there's another one over here, actually. To lead to the mushroom areas. This one I didn't get a chance to decorate as well as the other one. But yeah, then this is an entire custom mushroom biome. there was not a mushroom biome here. Actually, by the time I had gotten to ScarWorld, all of the mushroom biomes had been either completely demolished or, like, you know, players had built on them, but, like, there weren't any natural mushroom biomes just chilling around anymore, so I built my own. I've transplanted all this mycelium here painstakingly and slowly. I put in all of, so this path I'm very happy with. A lot of variation here. And, you know, all the block variation in here was definitely interesting to do. I don't know, honestly, if there were any in the world itself originally. But yeah, you know, I tried a whole bunch of different designs. Like, these are, like, meant to be, like, smaller, flat ones, like this guy, but, like, if it were small. We've got chorus fruits. The thing that Super mentioned, that there was a giant chorus plant, so they had planted one there earlier in the season for me. And then made it just enormous. So that we could break it and watch it fall. That was fun. But yeah, just a lot of, you know, crystals and little patches of blue, and like there's like purple glass over this water to make it look like that. You know, I was trying different stuff, like these are like some fluorite crystals up here. Oh yeah, okay, so the Halloween district was a mushroom biome. That makes sense. Boing. Bounce. I love bouncing around with the elytra without using the rocket. Boing. So much fun. I can do like a big jump sometimes. If you like really try, you can get pretty high up. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, I built this biome. Anyway, that's it. There's no secrets here. I meant to put secrets here, but as with all of the things, I just ran out of time. But we're gonna go overland now. And over here is the Botanical Research Center. Well, actually, I guess first I will show you. This is where the horses go. They're fenced in entirely with leaves, which it's a bit of an oddly specific reference, but in the Chronicles of Narnia, book 3, The Horse and His Boy, the Hermit of the Southern March is a character who's very briefly in it, and he's got a sort of paddock. Hey, Mike! But yeah, the Hermit of the Southern March has this sort of paddock enclosed, where the characters go and they find sanctuary, and it's just described as like a natural alcove in the hills and stuff. And you know, that was what I was thinking of when I built this area. For some reason, they all like to congregate back there. It's weird. But yeah, now of course you saw up here was the crystal cave that we came out of before. Remember? I'll show you in case you forgot. This one right here. Yep. Boom, boom. Good stuff. And then down here, I never finished this tree. Custom trees are a little difficult, but this is my fishing area. So I could sit here pleasantly. The music is perfect for this. This is the Team Vibe theme song. But yeah, just a little area. Now these were actually vanilla oak trees that I just added to. Like that canopy generation is all natural in the game. So all I did was just add wood to them to make them look like that. So that's a handy trick. If you're like not confident in your custom tree game, but you like want some pretty decently sized oaks, just like trigger the large oaks, the ones that already have branches, and then just kind of add some little divots and stuff and roots, and then you're golden. Anyway, the part that I saved for last, because it's literally one of my favorite things I ever built, is the Botanical Research Center. Color scheme wise, it's a mess. Look at that birch. People don't like birch. And I disagree. I think birch is a nice wood, and I think it just needs its place. So I've got all these farms, very large. Lovely little sitting area over here, and a bench. And inside, one of my favorite interiors that I've ever done. So this is the Wizardly Botanical Research Center. Please mind the escaping researchers. Here, I'm gonna fly around a little bit. We're gonna give you the exterior all the way before we go in. So, we've got like this sort of entrance greenhouse area. We've got a whole first floor with a whole bunch of windows, and then we've got this tower and a rooftop greenhouse. And this big old like lodge style roof here. With the stained glass. I love stained glass. Anyone who knows me in Minecraft, like, they're like, yeah, of course you do, duh. But like, you know, in case it's news to you, I freaking love stained glass. So, this area here, just a little entrance planty area. Like, see, this is meant to be like some kind of more like difficult, like nethery sort of plants, right? Like this guy maybe only grows on obsidian or something, I don't know. This is like a weird little dude. Flower pot. We have a little friend here. And inside, we have villagers. And they are our friends. Kaladin, why is your head in the plant? Hello, Kaladin. So, oh man, I'm in love with this area. I would live here in a heartbeat. So, I will give you the tour. Here's the kitchen. Here are our friends. This is Goblet McGoblins. He is the what is it called? The chemist or the potion guy. Then we have Strawman Withers. He's pesky. Strawman Withers is the cartographer. And Strawman Withers, he is an escape artist. This man, he likes to try and get away and live out in the wilderness. But like, buddy, you would die out there. I'm telling you. Don't shake your head at me. Anyway, Strawman Withers is our cartographer. He cannot be trusted. A little map of the area. See? Look, there's my house. There's the mushroom island. Yeah, here's the kitchen. Lovely kitchen. I love these little heads with the jam jars and stuff. They're nice. Cake. I love big old fireplaces too. They're fun to make. And then this is meant to be like a copper pot rack kind of thing. Oh, they're going to bed. I'm gonna sleep in your bed, Strawman Withers, because you can't seem to figure it out because there's a trapdoor in your way. Better watch out, there's a trapdoor. Oh no. Better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Anyway, we have a fish tank. I think the pufferfish that were in here died. I don't think it's dangerous anymore. There were pufferfish in here. Yeah, we got a little fish tank. And over this way, we've got, you know, a nice desk, enchanting table that's just here for the aesthetic. Wake up, gang. I gotta introduce you to everybody. There you go. Good morning. A little chorus plant. This one, it took forever to get a chorus plant to grow just right in here because it's a very enclosed space. So it kept growing into the walls and then, like, you know, breaking itself and falling down. Then I would have to replant it. It was really difficult to get it to branch out in a way that would look nice and like a tree that would not break itself. So that was difficult. Anyway, so we have Wisdom Calaman and Master Aeolus. They are our enchanter wizards. They wear books on their heads, so that's how you know they're full of knowledge. He's trying to see the book. Buddy, it's on your own head. You can't see that. Look, here, if you look at Wisdom Calaman's head, it looks the same. That'll tell you. Anyway. Oh my gosh, that Gandalf emote! I need it! Phenomenal. But yeah, we've got this whole area. This is very, you know, so the idea behind the Wizardly Research Center is that we're not, so it's a botanical research center, but it's also mycological research. There's that whole biome over there that is, that whole biome over there is very mysterious and magical. So the wizards have to, you know, have to learn about it and learn about, you know, the special properties of the mycelium and, you know, what's making them grow here in this, you know, very strange... That's phenomenal, I love that. Yeah, what's making them grow in this strange area? We got a little reading nook over here. And this is, Shady Chef Bradley. He makes stew, very mysterious stew. This is his area. It's full of blood and raw meat. Right, Shady Chef Bradley? Show us your wares, Shady Chef Bradley. Look at that. Look at all that raw meat. I get it. Anyway. That's the first floor. So you can either go up here, or... You know what I said earlier about how much I like lofts? I built 3 of them. That's how much I like lofts. Oh, this is miso soup. Hi, miso soup. But... yeah. Right up there. So we're gonna go up this ladder here. Zip, zap, zoop. I think, actually, William might be up here. I think he... yeah, he got stuck up there at one point. So we've got our crafting area. Where we can build stuff. And this exits onto this floor, which we'll get to in a minute, but we'll go up first. Just more lofts up here. And here's William Fancyson. He's our wool guy. He gets stuck up here. That's fine. He just enjoys the view. I don't blame him. I don't have any water with me. I'll do it soon, I promise. But also, throughout the base, you'll find there's a solid few journal entries around here that kind of explain the lore of the base. This is entry 4. I literally can't even remember where some of the other ones are. I think entry 3 is actually downstairs in this same building. The other ones are somewhere else. But yeah, we've got some journal entries that explain the lore. They're around. We're gonna go out here now. This is... oh, wow. I wish I'd gotten to finish that, because think about how amazing that would be. Just like, you come out and you just see this mega wizard in the background. Wow. I never really noticed it from here before. That's good stuff. Yeah, this is my favorite part here. This rooftop greenhouse. Now this was meant to be like aged copper, right? Because we don't have copper, or we didn't have copper blocks yet, right? Because this is 1.16 world. But yeah, so you know, this is meant to be like an aged copper roof with like this sort of what is this thing called? What is it called when the what is this thing called? Trellis? Trellis, maybe? Yeah. Well, this thing is out here. And it's all, you know, all the plants. Yeah, trellis. You know, little plant areas here. And inside, you know, as you can see, like, this is very similar to the greenhouse that I built on, for the ScarWorld garden, that if you were tuned in earlier, that you saw that. You know, that was a later thing, right? So, you know, even though it was a smaller space, there was a lot more detail in that than there is in this. Which, I think is kind of neat. You know, I can see my own growth even in a small area, so that's cool. And then in here, this is just like a storage room. Not like a functional storage room, but like just a looks like it storage room. You know, we've got some logs and barrels and boxes and junk. And then up here, we have the astronomy tower, where we have Wizard Jelly waiting for us. Hi, Wizard Jelly. Jelly? You gonna acknowledge? You alright there, buddy? Wizard Jelly? Wizard Jelly? There you go. Hey, buddy. You okay? Normally cats in Minecraft, like, look at you. She didn't care. She was doing her thing. But up here, you have sort of a view of everything. You can see the mushrooms. You can, of course, see the giant wizard, or at least you would if you were done. You can see all of this, and the crystals. And, you know, kind of, you get the whole theme from up here. You get the whole vibe, the whole idea. You know, back here I never did anything with, but, you know, I just kind of smoothed out the landscape so that it didn't look horrible. Weird tufts of land. You know how Minecraft is. But that's it. That's basically everything that I did in ScarWorld Season 2. And honestly, you know, well, I'm bummed about the things I didn't finish. You know, I would have liked to have finished this this wizard. Would have liked to have finished that build here, and oh yeah, I will show off my that is a good point. That is a good point. We'll head over to the shopping district and thereafter to Super Base. I will show off my secret base. And you know what? While we're at it, I guess we can also show off the little garden I made at Riz's house. Because then at that point, I think that's basically everything I've built in ScarWorld. Here, let me grab more rockets because I'm fairly certain I have some more. There we go. You know, I had more. But yeah, you know, while there's things like, you know, the underground areas and the big wizard, there's stuff that I would have liked to have finished. I don't regret anything that I started and didn't finish, because I learned a lot from it. You know, like I said earlier, I learned so much about, you know, so like for instance, how do you go about making a giant statue? How do you do it? Well, I didn't finish, so I don't, you know, take this with a grain of salt, but this wireframing technique works for me. Yeah, just sort of draw lines in 3D and just sort of hope, excuse me, just sort of hope that it, that it's right. And you know, as you can see, right, so like this was a line that I thought was gonna be the shoulder, and then I was like, that's not right, that's not high enough, so then I brought another one up. And you know, so the areas where it's like thick, right, like here, I thought that might have been the shoulders, and then I realized, that's not tall enough, so I went up there. And then you just add more and more lines as you go. And then eventually it just starts to fill in, and then you can fill in the spaces with solid stone. Like, you know, I could start filling in this panel, and, you know, even without texturing, like, that would be a whole lot closer to done, right? So I think I will use this method if I ever want to make a giant statue again, which I think I will. I really like to do it. You know, we'll do that eventually. We're gonna head into the Nether because I didn't show off my Nether portal before. On our way back to the shopping district and Super Space. So this is my Nether tunnel. Which I enjoy. You know, like I said, it was kind of similar to that hallway before with the warped logs. But I think, so warped logs with magenta stained glass. Have I ever broken an elytra? Yes, I have. I usually, so I've only ever had the same elytra, Wizardly Mantle, the entire time. I have broken it, and either I've teleported to somewhere where I could then get it repaired, or I think one time someone helped me out. But yeah, but this magenta stained glass effect, if you stand here with the way that it looks with the warped blue stuff behind it, it almost gives a gradient effect, where it looks like it's going from blue to purple, even though it is not actually doing that. But it gives the impression of a gradient effect, especially as you go through like this. Which was completely unintentional. I'm not a genius. I didn't think of that before I did this. I just put these blocks together because I like them and I thought they would look nice. And that was just sort of an unintentional magical effect. And of course, like I said, this is... in every single one of these windows are a lot of maps. Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, and you mostly do your trident flying, as far as I know. Yeah, that's my tunnel. That's basically it. It just keeps doing the same thing for a good while. Boom. My entrance. There's so many people on. That's awesome. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. And we're flying along. People are complimenting Short Range's base. Is he on? No, he's not. Oh, it's... I forgot, he's in Europe, so he's definitely asleep. Oh hey, a fellow wizard. I didn't actually, okay, here we go. So we gotta go this way. And this is the way to Super Ruler's super base. In the clouds. That was like a fanfare. I don't know how well that worked out. I don't know if all of this, these like floaty bits were here the last time, or if you added those. I can't remember. Either way, they look cool. So, Super had challenged me to make a secret base in their base. But unfortunately, basically everything in Super's base is really compact, and every square inch is used. There's no like little hollow areas, and so I was like, oh well, I tried for a while. I was on stream, I didn't know what to do. I was like, there's no room like in there. There's no room in there. I need the clouds. You know, I could go below, but like, is that really in the base at that point? I was getting stressed out. I was getting frustrated. I didn't know what to do, and then I realized, hiding in plain sight. So I built this adorable, teensy little mushroom cottage right here on Super Space. As you can see, this is a super secret, very hidden, very furtive base. And inside, you will see that there's a light. Yep, that's pretty much it. And yeah, that is it. It's the whole thing. The whole thing is decorated. Got the littlest little thing. We got... What's this? A mushroom house seems to have sprouted up on your base. You wonder briefly how a cloud could have even caught the spore of mycelium, let alone been an environment where it could grow. Perhaps there was some sorcery involved. You wonder if there were any local wizards who might know something about this. Spoiler alert, I was the local wizard. Also, I'm fairly certain that this was all mycelium, and it is now podzol. So I guess that was an intentional choice. But yeah, that was, I guess that's the height of my pranking. I'm not very good at pranks, y'all. Like, here's the... Oop! I thought that was my electro braking, but it shouldn't be. Yeah, to, like, as... Hey, Riz! I'm actually about to head over to your base right now, Riz. I'm showing off everything I built in the server, and I am basically done, except for the teensy little garden on your base, which I just remembered. We are going this way. Zip zap zoop. To the base of the Riz. Oh, awesome! Oh, and you know, so I'm probably about to be done too, so like I will totally raid right over there since you're about to be streaming. Did I go too far? I'm always bad at finding your portal. No, wait. This is it, right? Oh, not your stream? Oh, turning on mine. Is this your portal? No. Wow. Was this here the whole time? I don't think it was. Short range is mining and chopping area. Oh yeah, okay, maybe I'll raid cast then. Yeah, this is rad. I like the reflection effect of the, with the glass and everything mirrored there. That's fantastic. This has got to be short range, right? I mean, it says short range is base and it's in his color scheme. Either way, here, let me line it up just right. And zip zap zoop, take a picture. We'll ask him about it later. But yeah, that's got to be short range. Let's see. Did I go too far? Because this is the space district. Yeah, okay. This is space. Yeah, I knew that you're on the left, but I can never find it. Oh! Okay, so I don't know if I've been this way since this decoration got done. I think the last time I went to your portal, it was a very undecorated portal, but this looks fantastic and lovely. I love that. Wow. Look at all that. So, oh, there's so much more than last time I was here. I like this color scheme. Oddly enough, the this shade of terracotta goes really well with the with granite in a way that I would not have expected. You know the picture of Obama where he's like, that's how I felt just then. Then perish. Oh, is this is the gift shop that you exit into, I think. Sorry, I got distracted from my actual goal. We're just looking at all the shops now. I guess that's, hey, I mean, Disney's doing its job, right? These signs are amazing. They're all done with custom heads. Just like overlapped in a clever way. They're fantastic. Look at that. Look at the candy store. Delicious. Phenomenal. Oh, wow. The honeycombs. Wow, yeah, all of these shops weren't here the last time I was here. Y'all have been crunching. Beautiful. This fountain was here, though, the last time I was here, and I am still amazed at that. Fantastic. And I love the use of the yellow concrete powder. Concrete powder is underrated. You've heard me say it before, and you'll hear me say it again. Yeah. Now, this is great stuff. And of course, we have... Wow, wow, there's so much more. Look at all this. Dang. Look at the little cans. Great. Got the birds. And an Enderman. On display. And then this, we're gonna show off the whole thing. Excuse me, clouds, can you not? Can you like, not? Maybe? Can you, why don't I see it? I missed it. Alright, I don't know where it is. I was trying to turn off the clouds, but in fact I've just flown off in a separate direction. I do have Optifine running right now. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't see where it is. I'm just bad at controls. It's fine. I don't want to mess with controls on stream. But Here is the tower. And at one point, I couldn't think of what to do on a stream. So... Yeah, wait, where the heck is the clouds be gone? Video settings? Details, that's it. I found it. Sky, fog, sun, moon. Where? Clouds be off. Clouds off. Aha! We have done it! Aha! Behold! Hollywood Tower. As seen in California. And at one point, I couldn't think of what to do on stream. Ugh! And I'm not very good at, like, pranks, so my thought was that I would come up here and, that I would build... Here, I'll sit next to Riz so you can see. Whop! Hello! I figured that I would come up here and build something on this little area, because this whole area was just, like, just this gap. And I was like, well, that feels like it should be something. So I made a garden. With the idea being that if Riz hated it, that I would take it down. But luckily she didn't hate it, and now this is the vibe location. I even put myself vibing up here. And, yeah, so now we vibe. And this is it. That's like the last thing I made in ScarWorld. Honestly, this is, I think that's it. That's everything I've worked on, really. And it's amazing. It's fantastic. Here, let's get a little picture. Because gotta get one for the book. Smile, Riz. Whoop. Pop. Got it. Oh, wait. Oh, here. Yeah, I'll do it again. Pop. Do it now that we're, Whoop. Done. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, that's everything I've done in ScarWorld. That's the whole thing. And I can't wait for the next season. Now, a lot of us, the Pleasant Junction folks, including, you know, Riz and some others, we were talking about doing some kind of collaborative something or other for, oh, whose head is this? Oh, spooky. I love it. We were talking about doing some kind of collaborative base maybe for ScarWorld Season 3, since so many of us are doing, you know, we're focusing a lot on Pleasant Junction, right? So we're thinking, you know, if we do something collaborative for ScarWorld Season 3. Oh, I heard a skeleton. Where are you, fellow? Oh. I'll be careful out here. Glad it wasn't a creeper. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna do something collaborative. Ooh, that sounds like a great idea, Super. Being a nomad, that's cute. I'm into that idea. But yeah, it feels weird. Like, it hit me earlier today. So I've been aware that the season's ending, right? You know, we're all aware. We get the announcements. We know what's going on. But earlier, sitting in there. Like earlier today, it really hit me. It hit me that this whole thing is gonna be gone soon. I mean, yes, there'll still be a world download. There'll still be, you know, I could come back here when it's a ghost town, but it won't be the same. It won't be all these lovely people hanging out. And of course, there will be a new season. It'll be great. But like, I'm gonna miss this. I was only here for a few months, and this world is amazing. We didn't even visit. We only visited the things that I worked on. Think how many hours we would be here if we visited everything that everyone else built around this world. Like, what even is that? What's that we see in the background that, like, I see only in that top corner up there that I can't see if I look directly at it? What is that? What is that? Who knows? There's so much stuff. Yeah, I didn't even check out the Season 1 download. This is interesting. It won't load in. Oh, cool. Oh, this is Vandover's base? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there's the big portal. Wow. I like the color scheme of the glass here. That's cool. That looks good. Anyway, sorry, I got myself distracted. But the point is, there's so much cool stuff here on ScarWorld Season 2. You know, I don't know who else watching. It's probably mostly people I know who are probably already on ScarWorld or, like, don't care. But, like, if you, as a person, if you are thinking about, like, man, I wish I had a server to join that was just really active, that was just full of really talented builders, and it was just really fun to be a part of, I cannot recommend ScarWorld enough. There's a boat on top. There's a boat up here. But yeah, I cannot recommend ScarWorld enough. Oop. For anyone who wants more of a community, you know, if you are the sort of person who plays a lot of single player, and you know, you think about like Hermitcraft and you're like, dang, I wish I had that. You can. Not to go all corporate shill on you or anything, you know, I'm not getting paid for this, but like seriously, it's just been a great time. I highly recommend it. The new season's starting real soon. I think it's actually too late to get in right at the start of the season because you have to join in time for the first of the month, and it is the first today. Yeah, no, I'd love to do some lore super. We'll definitely chat. We'll figure some stuff out. But yeah, it's weird to say goodbye to this, and it's not even really saying goodbye because almost everyone who is here will be here in season 3. You know, I hang out with Riz all the time. On the Unpleasant Junction, you know, like, well, we're not going anywhere. But this place is special, and it's really cool to it's been great to be a part of it. So yeah, here, let's flop into third person view here with Riz here. Pop. Get a little picture here. But honestly, that's it. That's ScarWorld. That's been ScarWorld Season 2. And it's been so great. And thank you for joining me on this tour, on hanging out today. It's been a lot of fun doing that, showing off everything I built. And yeah, I hope that you join in and see what we're doing in Season 3. And see what Riz and I and some of our buddies are doing over on Pleasant Junction. And here, let me jump up into... hang on. Well, here, sorry. Let me speak in full sentences here, buddy boy. We're gonna go into full face mode. Hey, here's my face. Hey. And then we're gonna go on the twitch.com and we're gonna see who's streaming. We're gonna see who's streaming. It looks like Kazbak is, as people said before, but I had forgotten. But we're gonna go and we're gonna raid Mr. Kazbak. So definitely tell him that we said hi. Be hella supportive. Tell him that you love his trains. He loves that. Tell him that he should build 6 more trains today. Tell him that Yara said that. Just 6, 7 more trains, maybe. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna raid Kazbak. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today for my final tour of ScarWorld Season 2. Oh, good stretch, good stretch. I will see you all next time. Bye. Say hi to Cass.